Okay, so you've just been introduced to the CHQ of what Native American life was like prior to the European conquest of North America. So this video's purpose is to try to give you a bit of context, some helpful information to help you understand the question better, to understand the sources better. So, first and foremost, vocab real quick. Conquest means to take over. So the idea here is that the Europeans came in and took over Native American land. Secondly, some piece of information to help you understand what's going to be talked about here, as well as when you get to the sources, how to be able to do it effectively. So, number one, Europeans came in waves starting in 1492. So it wasn't just like all of a sudden, boom, every European now is in North America. It was a series over years and years and years and years of them coming over and taking small bits of land um, and just spreading that way. What we're going to look at very closely um, is North America in general. So when we say that the Europeans came over and conquered, it's all of the Americas, right? It starts in, or it doesn't start, but it's from North America, where like the United States is. It goes through the Caribbean. It goes through Central America. It goes through South America, through places such as Mexico, Peru, where these old or these ancient empires like the Aztecs and the Inca uh, were originally until the Europeans came in and basically tore everything down and rebuilt everything in their own image. So, because of this, we kind of don't have a ton of documents that give us a true picture of what Native American life was like, particularly in North America, which we're going to focus on. So, you're going to have three sources, okay? The goal here is as you read these sources, you're filling out the graphic organizer along with it. And you should be asking yourself, do these sources support each other or do they go against each other? Because as we talked about in the initial context video, the point for a historian or the goal of a historian is to get a lot of information from a lot of sources and be able to put that together to get a clear picture. So, do these sources support the claims of one another or do they go against it and kind of make an argument? That's kind of our goal. With the end result being, once we get an answer to what these sources tell us, can we say confidently what Native American life was like, or at least get an idea of what it may have been like? So, within Google Classroom, you'll have three documents all in a single Google Sheet. You also have a graphic organizer to complete as you go. Read, annotate. Your annotation should match up with that CHQ of what life was like then. Reach out if you have questions. This is pretty much the end of the slideshow part. The rest of it is going to be independent work. When we come back together for the synchronous portion, it will be pretty much purely discussion. So be ready to talk about it. I started to get like a hiccup or a burp or something. I don't know. So if I sounded weird. But yes, questions, ask them. Be ready to discuss when we come back for the synchronous part. Good luck. You got this.